until the COVID-19 vaccine is available, I will not allow the traditional face-to-face teaching or learning unless the risk of exposure. I cannot and will not put to rest the health and lives of our students and teachers.
Alright guys, now that you have introduced yourselves in our first class for this semester, I'd like to ask, kamusta kayo?
Hello, ma'am. Okay na okay po. Kayo, ma'am. Kumusta po?
Well, I'm also doing good naman, pero nag-a-adjust for this online setup. How about the others?
Okay naman po. Yun nga lang, mabagal po internet namin.
I know we're all struggling in this kind of setup, but I hope may matutunan pa rin kayo sa class kahit papano. That's it for today. Have a good day, guys.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye po.
Bye, guys.
Jerwel Salvador is a COVID-19 survivor. He spent weeks in hospital in a critical condition, and he says he spent his life savings, a few $100s, on medicines. He's now without a job, and despite reports a vaccine against coronavirus will be available early next year, he's not confident his family will get access to them.
You know, I didn't even get any cash aid this entire time. So I don't even think a vaccine is something we'll get either. I just worry about my children. That's all I care about.
The Salvador's
Sana di masyado tumagal yung COVID.
So that's it for today's lesson on Principles of Design. Please remember that this topic is included in your preliminary exams. Do you have any questions or clarifications? Bakit walang sumasagot? Yung iba nagpo-phone lang.
No question po, ma'am. Thank you po.
Okay, let's call it a day. Mag-ingat kayo palagi and don't forget to pass your essays, please.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you po. Ingat po.
Bye. Thank
In the Philippines, Juan is a reflection of a Filipino student struggling to adjust in the new normal. It shows how it is suffocating to live in a day-to-day routine as if there's no way out. The current COVID-19 pandemic has greatly affected the lives of Filipino people. During the first few months of 2020, it seemed like the pandemic was manageable. But as the cases rapidly rose, more people suffered and died because of the lack of solid plans for the unforeseen pandemic. Because of the current situation, most of the schools and universities in the Philippines have shifted to online classes. Since then, there has been a huge toll in the mental health of the students, battling between surviving the pandemic but also ensuring that they submit their requirements on time. We asked a few students in and outside the University of Santo Tomas about their thoughts on the new normal, especially online classes conducted at home.
At first, it was fun because, of course, who wouldn't want to be at home? I wouldn't have to go to school. But over time, it began to be quite boring and repetitive.
At first, I was hesitant in enrolling in our online classes since I prefer face-to-face learning. But I guess it's just really the same. We're just learning in front of your screen instead of a physical teacher.
Online classes are new to most Filipino students. At first, online classes are exciting because it's a new learning setup. But as it goes on, it becomes tedious and tiring. That's why students are having difficulty learning and coping. Because of the pandemic, students are forced to cope with the new normal. Some students are still adjusting, but some adjusted very well.
I do other things that would help me relax, like watching movies or spending time with my family and friends.
Watch more anime, read more books, draw. focus on my art, my singing, how I express myself.
Many student protests have also occurred during this time. More and more Filipinos are becoming familiar of the country they are in, which slowly opens the door for social awareness.
This pandemic made me more socially aware and conscious of my surroundings, to be more safe, to be more aware, to not be ignorant, to be updated with the news.
I can say that I'm more aware of my surroundings ever since this pandemic happened, and I was really not like this before.
While the future remains unknown, by hoping and working together, this too shall pass.